Hi, welcome to She Spice. On the off chance that you all thought the rap hamburger was finished, kid, I got news for you. Word on the road is that Drake's outfitting to drop something after Kendrick showed him the entryway just like us, but rather the inquiry is could Drake at any point get bicycle to without his child daddy? No, I'm not discussing Lucian. I'm discussing J Prince. Exactly where is the man? These two have been similar to practically twins starting from the starting. As a matter of fact, quite a while back, Jay had aided his own main goal to go around and face Drake's conflicts in the business. Yet during his problem with Kendrick, maybe the main hamburger of Drake's whole vocation, J Prince, was no place to be seen now. For what reason? Is that was Kendrick too large of a foe? And what might be said about J Prince's road ties? How could he continue flaunting about those constantly in the event that he was unable to take on Kendrick? Well, anything that his reasons. Drake's hella distraught. I mean, he left the rapper hanging, all things considered, and word on the road. It's directed to some animosity between the two. So how precisely is Drake telling J Prince his options? And all the more critically, for what reason did J Sovereign crawl under a rock? Dab have some soil on him that he would have rather not gambled uncovering? We should figure out that don't get this be behaving like J Prince the boogeyman brother. Like he should simply strike F hearts, brother. You're not by any means the only with around you, brother. You thought gracious J Prince just posted, we gotta quiet it down now since J Sovereign. Where is J Sovereign? Well, he's unquestionably not in Drake's corner. I can let you know that without a doubt during the whole meet a ton of people from the two sides had a great deal to say, yet shockingly J Prince stayed silent and didn't come to Drake's protection like individuals expected. And well, he's not the very sort of individual to keep calm. Hell, even fans began pondering J Sovereign's alleged non-appearance from one of the most smoking rodent meets ever. One individual posted his inquiries on Reddit composing, has J Sovereign called Drake yet? How sometime before he advises him to end the hamburger. When will we hear that there was a track focused on Kendrick so inefficient that it would have prompted viciousness? When will we hear that lie in the future? And this is the very thing that one fan needed to say in the remark segment. I'm speculating J Prince isn't close by at the present time, which makes sense of the misfortune, because I think this would lack this monstrousness had Mr. Sovereign been involved. Absolutely not a chance. He allows money to cow get screwed this terrible. I'm thinking Drake deceived the chief. Lel if valid. However, I'm just estimating that indeed J Prince's non-appearance didn't be ignored. And some of you may be asking for what reason we care about J Sovereign not supporting Drake. Well, it's basic actually. Drake's night in a sparkling protective layer. No doubt that is correct. J Prince has been Drake's legend starting from the beginning. As a matter of fact, it was J Sovereign's child, Jazz Ruler, who offered the youthful rapper a pass to the top. He found Drake on MySpace and evidently preferred what he saw. And in practically no time, Sovereign marked Drake's drive for the music bunch and connected him with his guide. Lil Wayne, your father advised you to go out and find craftsmen with the transport. Better believe it. Who'd you find? Drake. That was the main craftsman you found. That was that's right, my most memorable craftsman that I went out to search for. I realized I went over all the workmanship. I went over Soulja Kid before I seemed to be. That was when everyone was popping so in a manner Prince made Drake, and he made a point to safeguard his most valuable cash machine with his life coming to his protection. At whatever point things got extreme in the business, first off Ruler ventured into the image when Pusha T managed his kid a weighty after effect in the day. TMs said the Rap-A-Ton Records chief let us know Pusha's just an insect, and he gave an man admonition for the rapper. Some could hear that admonition as even more a danger. However, he says Pusha has nothing to stress over except for simply because he's not on Drake's level. Gracious, and recollect when Drake was beefing with Kanye back in 2018. Better believe it. Well, Sovereign is the person who put a stop to it. He tweeted, I met with Kanye West night in He-Town at the Rothko Church. It wasn't in that frame of mind to meet him there yet. I should say I'm happy I didn't permit a war love place for God to reroute our meeting. He likewise posted a video of Kanye perusing a content about crushing his problem with Drake. And to be genuine, it seemed to be J Prince had somebody undermining him behind the cam. Raw ain't absolutely not a chance he had the option to get a person like Kanye quieted down that effectively Without some kind of obscure techniques, this is Jay and Jay Sovereign. I am making this video to address the continuous to and fro between myself and Drake. Both me and Drake have gone after one another, and now is the ideal time to settle it. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to go along with me in front of an audience as a unique visitor to share the two greatest collections of the year, Live in Los Angeles, with a definitive object being to free Larry Huba. And do you have at least some idea? What else is fascinating? It's the way that Kanye had back to taking risks at Drake when Jay Ruler exited the image. He dropped a remix for Like That, packing some consideration for himself during the hamburger. However, to be fair, Drake failed first when he bounced on Circo Insane with 21 Savage and Rap, connecting with the operations. I did that for Jay Sovereign. I did it for the crowd ties feel like 17-2 advantages, frog eyes, and I never been the one to go apologize me. I'd prefer hit him up one additional time, no doubt about it. Drake has basically affirmed that the main individual he will pay attention to in the game is Jay Ruler, and Jay Sovereign is glad to act as his own guardian. Back in 2023, Jay Sovereign doled out certain examples to the NBA. Little fell after he went after the Drake young man disliked Drake, declining to work with him due to his steadfastness to his most despised enemy, Lil Durk, and so he rapped Converse with Drake across FaceTime. He wasn't feeling me. Let me know that he screwed with Durk. Damn that stuff getting to me. Let me know that he likes the stuff I'm doing, yet can't do stuff with me. So when we cross our ways, screw what you say, you're my foe on the track. 2. And well, when Jay Prince found out about the tales, he chose to visit a young man in Salt Lake City, Utah, alongside Birdman, and after what we envision, a terrifying visit for little fellows. Jay Sovereign posted a message on Instagram saying, "As all of you can see, I lifted up, kicking it with the home slices in Utah to the benefit of the little homeboy YB. Me and my sibling Birdman had the option to have a genuine discussion up close and personal." He likewise said, "We discussed the past, the present, and the future, yet in particular, we left each other with a shared regard, pushing ahead despite the fact that I wasn't there for a gathering with Birdman. I should say the master works in puzzling ways, so I should address the melody where my name and Drake's name were referenced, and to the L homeboy, as I told you secretly I tell you openly, that Drake is my child, he roll with me. Subsequently, I believe it's smart to take him off your foe list on the grounds that the reality of the situation is that we got only love for Durk and your achievements. However, nowadays, Jay Prince has shifted gears big time. He's no longer Drake's white knight. Several days prior, or the wannabe criminal, was gotten some information about his viewpoints on Dislike Us, the track that has been keeping up Drake. And this is the thing what he needed to say, James' last inquiry. Do you like or dislike us? Nothing fans sort of find it hard to accept that the individual who was so enthusiastic about ensuring nobody went too far with Drake had this to say regarding a deadly distraction against him. Like what befell the fee accomplished something truly go down between them. The explanation for Jay Prince's vanishing great there has been prattle in the city. As per a few bits of hearsay, the two had a run-in. However, the juicer reports expressed that Jay Prince would have rather not ventured into Drake's wreck with Spot, basically in light of the fact that he didn't need the carefully guarded secrets uncovered. Sure, not every person thinks Jay Sovereign is a genuine hoodlum. However, buzz about him is being kneed in some Diddy-level antics in Houston. Likewise, there are reports about Jay Prince's child utilizing Region 29 clubs to acquire people for Drake and his OIO group, and allow me to help you remember this section from Drake's track Family Matters, where he WPs. Drop a 50-pack for the horse in the spot. Drop a 50-sack for the idea. I was extremely attempting to keep it. I was outrageously attempting to keep it PG in the event that you had a set they'd give you a DP, yet you regular citizen group, in actuality, UPC no doubt that Drake's referring to Region 29 as well as flaunting about his road ties. Otherwise known as Jay Sovereign yet, that is not all support yourself. Recall how Departure died under secretive conditions and Drake's name got raised as a suspect. Well, Jay Sovereign was in similar shoes as him, since his team was liable for safeguarding Departure up until the second he died, and think about what Kendrick could have alluded to his contribution in Departure's passing during the new meet. To recall this bar from Kendrick's track Elation. His daddy is stellar, he need to be junior, they prob it. Bly failed to remember the stuff that they done dementia. Should run in his family, yet let it get temperamental. I'll stop his child now. At the time, a ton of people felt that Spot was going after Drake's genuine father. However, thinking back, people believe the man brought him up in the business and has been ensuring nobody comes from him. Jay Sovereign, is this why Jay Prince got terrified? Well, it sure seems like, to be fair, Jay Prince has a problematic foundation. Before he was swung by media outlets, he was on them. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.